Welcome to the software portion of the demonstration, and there's four basic principles that apply to whatever it is you're marketing. The first is to prepare, package, and present your product or service to the marketplace in the best light possible. The second thing is to narrowly define your target audience. The third is to determine the best places to advertise and market. And the fourth, now if you're only looking for the single best buyer, you need to qualify them in order to determine the best option. In this video, I'm going to show you how the Ultimate dating system software is designed to precisely accomplish these four main goals. The first module is the Self-Evaluator Calculator, which helps to prepare, package, and present you to the dating marketplace in the best light possible. The second is the Create-A-Mate Matrix, which guides you to narrowly define your perfect partner prototype. The third module is the Website Analyzer, which assists you in selecting the best places to market and advertise yourself. And the fourth is a Date Rater Evaluator, which shows you how to qualify all of your candidates to not only save time, but to be able to select the best from the rest. Now there's one caveat that I first must disclose, and some have accused me of disregarding one of the more critical components of love and attraction, and that's the natural chemistry that occurs between two people. Of course that's important. However, nothing could be further from the truth, because what I do is actually highlight the importance of chemistry while also demonstrating that one's chemistry shouldn't overrule the more important long-term characteristics which a potential mate might possess. It's one thing if your goal and purpose is just a lustful short-term relationship, but for those who seek long-term relationships, all the facts need to be carefully measured and taken into consideration. And now for the demonstration.
The Self-Evaluator Calculator is a self-assessment questionnaire that analyzes you to show your dating skills, strengths, and weaknesses, so the program can provide solutions to increase your marketplace value and make you more attractive in the dating marketplace. Here you can see the online dating questionnaire that helps you to examine your past relationships and dating skills. It also probes into past relationships, the causes of their failures, and what you can do to avoid making the same mistakes. This tool will show you where you rate in the interpersonal marketplace and what you can do to increase your value. Here is a picture of the Create-A-Mate Matrix, and you will see how easy it is to narrowly define and create your ideal prototype perfect partner. There are basically 40 standard characteristics that we look for in a person, from how attractive, intelligent, funny, faithful, etc. they are. And you will rate these characteristics on a scale from 1 to 5 to determine how important each trait is. Because you're only allowed to choose 8 5s and 8 4s, 8 3s, etc., this forces you to select the characteristics that are most important and those that are not. For example, intelligence and kindness are really important to me. Location is not. So I'll give it a 1, and occupation is, let's give it a 3. Attractiveness is important but not the main thing, and so is personality, so I'm going to give my prototype a 4. You have the option of changing any of the characteristics with others that are more important to you, such as substituting pet lover with similar goals. When you've completed it, you will have a much clearer profile of the type of person that fulfills your core values, plus the one you will most likely be successful with. This allows you to eliminate early on those candidates who score low on your most important criteria and determine which candidates score high in the values and characteristics that are most important to you. When you click here, this sends the values you just set for your prototype perfect partner to our next module, the Date Rater Evaluator. This is where you rate your dates on a scale from 1 to 10 to see how they compare with each other, especially to your perfect prototype partner. This tool uses an algorithmic formula and compares them percentage-wise with the prototype perfect partner you've just created. The higher the percentage, the more that person has the qualities you desire, and the more likely your relationship will be successful. As you can see here across the top, the characteristics and the values you scored in the matrix were transferred here and are shown here across the top. As you recall, in the last example for our perfect partner prototype, we gave a value of 5 for intelligence, 4 for attractiveness, and so on. In this example, I evaluated the qualities of actor Salma Hayek, Sports Illustrated model Kate Upton, and billionaire entrepreneur Martha Stewart. When you click here on the date form, the buttonholes allow you to enter their data, and it appears here. Right here is where you enter notes on how your dates went. Here is where you give them a score from 1 to 10, with 10 being highest. I gave Salma a 7 for intelligence, and 10 for attractiveness, and 10 for her weight. As you can see, intelligence was a 5, and that's very important to me. However, she only scored a 7. This gave her 35 points. Attractiveness was a 4 in importance to me in the earlier matrix, and since she scored a 10, she received 40 points, and so on. A perfect score is 1,200 points, and since she only scored 1,060, when we calculate her percentage by pressing here, she ended up with an 88.3 score compared to my prototype perfect partner. Pretty good. Kate only scored a 74.3, while Martha came in at a very worthy 79.1%. Obviously, some characteristics you'll be able to score right away, while others will be over a period of time. If you look here at the tier row, you'll see that the tier 1 characteristics are the first qualities you'll be able to score based upon their online information. They're tier 2 after a few personal encounters, tier 3 after more than a few, and so on. This analysis will help you quickly disengage from those with percentages under 65% and pay more attention to those over 75%, or whatever criteria is right for you. In full truth and disclosure, I really didn't date Kate and Martha, and I made some of that stuff up. The fourth module is the website analyzer. There are literally thousands of dating websites, and if you're interested in dating Trekkies or vampires, there's a site for you. Since most of you may be more interested in dating the mainstream genre, I have a website that lists over 400 of the top dating sites with detailed information on each one, and the ability to sort them in most every way, from the highest rated to the most expensive to the free ones to the most visited. They are even broken down to the male-female ratio. On this side, you can see that you can break them down into further categories if necessary to find the sites that are best suited for your personal needs. An even greater feature of this site is the ability to examine in detail each website with reviews given and a general breakdown of features, functions, and services each dating website provides. Here's Plenty of Fish, a free website with over 120 million hits per month. Here's Match.com with over 93 million per month. Zeus with another 63 million per month. Can you imagine the opportunities you'll have when you present yourself on a number of these websites, when you know how to create a professional, top-notch, star-like profile of yourself? It also helps when in this program you learn how to flirt and better connect with those you have an interest in. It will also be important to learn how to manage all of the newfound attention you'll be getting. When you market your car or your house or even look for a job, do you just throw anything together and hope for the best? Or do you seek professional assistance to make sure you get the best deal? Do you just tell a few people, or do you want as many people as possible to know what you're selling? Cyber system dating is unlike anything ever created that shows you how to logically and scientifically select and connect with your perfect partner in the shortest amount of time. It is a holistic approach to finding the person of your dreams based upon the latest technology in internet marketing and interpersonal relationship development. It's where marketing meets matchmaking.
Millions of times a day, men and women all over the world desperately crave someone to love in their life, but they don't know how to achieve it. If you want more proof, just watch the following videos and you'll witness compelling reenactments that dramatize the passionate ecstasy of love and the depressing agony of loneliness that so many today experience. One of my colleagues was able to obtain exclusive interviews with two prime examples of this worldwide phenomenon, often described as sharing this drink called loneliness. So stay tuned and let's meet Jennifer.